Do you think that nowadays media is working properly? We can't question like whether we really think that media literacy is very important for schools and for students. Hello, Jai Gote. Today we have the principal Rajkot, Vipul Ghanva as our guest. So hello sir. Today we are the host for this podcast. My name is Jethva. Myself Dhyey Ranpara and me on Bhalsod and we are tough standard A's. So sir, we are doing this podcast for our specialism, which is media literacy, which is celebrated in a city. Yes, sir, why do you think that media literacy is very important for schools and for students?
As such, media is considered as a fourth pillar in our country. We know that we have a three pillars, that is administrator, legislative and judicial. But media is as important as all these three pillars. Media is the fourth pillar because it influences values, it influences the mindset, it drives, and it gives the direction to our country. So that's why I feel that media literacy is must, and as it is not part of our curriculum, so somewhere we need to create awareness among our young generation so they will get to know what is media, how it can influence us, and how at longer run it's going to have impact on our country. So that's why I think that media literacy is must at the school.
Yes, sir. So do you think that nowadays media is working properly?
We can't question like whether BDA is working proper. We can't question like whether BDA is working properly or not because the purpose and objective of media has changed over the time. During earlier time, we had only newspaper, we had a television, and you know, more or less we had few warnings, banners. This were a very traditional, form of media which was influencing us. But now the format of media has changed completely, and objective with which media is working has also changed in a way that it's not only to convey information, or it's not only for the spreading the news. It's all about promoting the things. It has become a very good tool for promotion of products as well as services, and by and large it is being used for marketing purpose. So that's why we can't say whether it is doing good job or bad job. They are doing job with their objective, and they are quite clear in that. Doing that.
Sir, what is your opinion on media? That we have to see it or not?
Think that we should completely abstain from the media, and we should not use media at all. It's not a right approach. The right approach is we should be sensible enough. We should have a knowledge that how to use media. Now social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all these digital platforms are also playing a role of media. We have a YouTube channels in that. Now whatever ad comes in this, that all ads are AI driven. Now we are carrying mobile device everywhere. Now, you know, according to the GPS location of ourselves, media will get the information where we are, how much time we are spending. If I'm spending most of the time at school, so Google knows very well that I am the person who is interested in school. So I'll get the product and everything related to the school. So whatever display or whatever ad I get, whether in YouTube or in other medias, it will somewhere influence me, or it will attract me, so that I incline to get influence and buy particular product or particular service. And as far as all these things are concerned, I feel that it's completely fine. But the main problem is misleading. When we don't get appropriate guidance, or when we don't know the authenticity of particular product or particular service, then it leads to a disaster, because we never know that when we will be in the trap, and what harm we will have because of that misleading information. So my point of view is that as a student, all of you as a part of this media literacy, you should learn now that whenever any information comes to you, how to filter it, how to check how much it is relevant and important for you, and whether it is authentic, and do you really need to get influence through that product. If yes, then go ahead. Otherwise, you use your senses and keep away from that things. Right?
So, sir, what do you think our school is doing or can do, spread awareness about media literacy?
See, nowadays, there are several cases that is going on, and there are many, formats of fraud now. Plus, somewhere, media is following whatever standard is being set by government or a different government agency. But what we can do, suppose if you are consuming any cold drinks or if you are consuming any product which is related to the children, all right? Now, the amount of particular content is very high. But what they'll do, they'll show you that, amount of this content per 1 gram is, and it will be just 10 something. So you will feel that, oh, it's just 10 gram either. So let us consume. What's wrong? But we don't know that whether they have mentioned for per 1 gram or per 100 gram or per 1000 gram. Okay. So this is how somewhere that's why I said like that. They are not doing anything wrong, but they are just misleading us. Somewhere, microprint on levels of all the product, that is also misleading us. Okay. Somewhere, some sensitized news, they are playing with our emotions. We get connected, there is a news that, Aishwarya Rai and Abhishek Bachchan got divorced, you know, and there is a photo of Aishwarya Rai and Abhishek Bachchan. So it plays with our emotions. If we are connected with them, we will be quite interested to know what is going on in their life, and we will click that, and we will be in such website, or such product or service will be shown to us, which may be useful, may not be useful to us. You know. So in our school, what we can do that we can discuss such case. As a student, you can bring with such cases. You can go to market and you can find different advertisement which are available on the media and how much it is authentic or reliable, right? And you can discuss among yourself. You can discuss in the assembly. Whenever you get chance, you can discuss in with your classmate. You can take help of teachers, okay, to get an exact idea that how far that information is authentic, and whether you should get influenced by it or it. So these all things we can do in our school.
So it is good that by uh, micro printing or by small printing, they are giving us only the rumors and such cases. So it is good or not good. And printer should give big printing with that or
Okay, see, there are various. Okay, see, there are various laws. Now how far it is been enforced, that I don't know. But if there is any medical deplet or anything, there are rules that this much content should be there, this information should be there. Now, considering the size and everything, there are few fixed format that the government has given, but I don't think everybody is following it. And if they are following, how far or what extent they are, we don't know, right? So whenever they write any deadline, now what they want, that ultimately we are customer for the media, right? So they want to attract customer for particular information. So they'll make it more catchy. They make it more emotion based. They make in such a way that we will get interest into that. Now we can't say that it is wrong thing, but if you really want to know, as you say, like once you will go through everything, then you will get to know that from where this information has come, how far it is right, wrong. Generally what we do, we just go through the headlines, and we just spread the that information to others, and that is a misleading the things, because that you can consider that lack of media literacy. If we have, then it's completely fine. But we can't force, we can't say them that print. And in case if we have a large fund, then also it depends on the interest that is being created in us. If something is related to education, I'll be interested and I'll go through it. I'll read entire article. Otherwise, I'll just read the headlines.
media literacy week is celebrating in a school.
Hmm.
So do you think the government should take this literacy and take this education and should teach in every step?
I know this is a really nice thing that you are thinking right now. See, beta, like media literacy is a part of 21st century skill hub. So already WHO, World Health Organization, has given several skills that need to be developed in the school age children. Now, out of all these skills, media literacy is one of the skills. So already government is emphasizing, or you can say directing all the schools, all the educational board, that we should generate or we should create media literacy among the school children. But as you know, that CBSE board is, a student centric board and always think about holistic and overall development of the children. So somewhere CBSE board is promoting more media literacy, and as a part of, guidance by the CBSE, we are celebrating this week in our school. But you are right that each and every school should do this, and government should emphasize, there should be some workshops somewhere. Workshops can be for teachers also. If teachers are aware, then they can guide to the children, right? So such workshops can be arranged by the government also, and it should be directed. But you don't expect that media, will ever come up with this issue that children are not having media literacy. It should be promoted because they are part of media, right? So they are not never going to say to anybody. In fact, we should be aware and we should ask. But government is doing their job. Now it's up to school how far this issue is been taken by us.
Sir, in a country like North Korea, the news will be come throughout the government on. The news that is recorded by the journalists. First, government will check the news and then they will upload in days. So, what is your opinion? Like in India, it will happen or not? Because the media have right to speak.
Constitution and our fundamental values are different than North Korea. Okay, our democratic structure is quite different, and that's the reason in India you have a right to say anything about anybody until unless you are not uh, you know uh, affecting their self-esteem or their dignity. You have a right to speak up about any person, about any organization. You can have a question mark, and that's why we have a system like right to information in our country. So don't get afraid what is going on in North Korea. It's never going to happen in India because that right to express is a fundamental right in India. So it will not happen. And the country like North Korea, if they are doing, because hey, they want their citizens to have focus on particular things only, or somewhere they want to control everybody. But I feel personally that it should not be. Okay, but it's not going to happen in India. Don't worry. But all of you need to become a responsible citizen if you want this country not to be like other countries.
So, sir, can you tell, can you give some advice about the news and differentiate between opinion and news? Can you give some advice?
You see, opinion can be very personal, and it depends on the perspective. Right now, whatever I'm sharing with you, it is based on what knowledge I have, what perspective I have. Based on that, I'm sharing with you. So such opinions are there in the market, and there are people. Now, authenticity of opinion, news can be a fact, and fact will never change. Right? If something happens, it will be a fact. Fact is not going to change, whether it is any incident or it's about any person. But when the same fact is being expressed by different people, it becomes opinion. That even the fact is, the Morbi, we know what happened last year. Now that complete incident is a fact based, that this was the capacity, this many people were allowed, and that's the reason. But now opinion is, that few children were there in the center and they were jumping on that bridge, and that's the reason it happened. Everybody will have a different opinion. Now, these are the opinion, these are the stories, and those stories are created and shared in the media just to get maximum view on it. Okay, so as a student, we need to know that what is the authentic source. Now, authenticity, see, still that we are more, believing in newspapers, right? Otherwise, we have a digital formats. We have a, now Reels as a news media, because, we get to know about various news from the Reels also now. But till that, though we have all this digital platform, newspaper is considered as most authentic because it is a print media. It is something written. So, if something is in the newspaper, we can consider it is more authentic. I'm not saying absolute authentic. Okay, but when something is on the WhatsApp, it can be just an opinion. Okay. So source is very important, from where it has come. If something has come from the, any ministry or any department of India, then you can consider it as authentic. If something is been said by any well-known person, okay, sometimes it is, disadvantage also is taken. If somebody is very famous and says something, we are going to, this, that Akshay Kumar had become a part of that, advertisement which was selling some thing, sopari, popari. Now we all know that Akshay Kumar is, role model for youngsters for fitness, right? So that's why everybody opposed, everybody criticized. Right? Akshay Kumar should not do this advertisement. And now he has withdrawn himself from that. So sometimes, well-known personalities are also being taken to influence others. If, Virat Kohli is your favorite, cricketer, and if Virat Kohli will say something, what will happen? You will get influenced by Virat Kohli. If Virat Kohli will say that you should, drink Bonvita daily, you will fight because you are considering him as ideal. So we need to see that whether person is authentic, plus purpose is authentic.
Because nowadays many days are coming that this IPS officer deal this much corruption and this IS officer will deal this much. Do you think that it is breaking nowadays? No, we can't say that anywhere it is affecting the democracy. No, we can't say that anywhere it is affecting the democracy, right? And we have a such structure where these three things goes parallel: legislative, administrative, and this judiciary. Okay, so because of that, it's never going to break. Only thing is such things happens everywhere, but you should try to the media. See, this is the positive side of media. That media is authentic. That's why media is printing everything about IPS officer also, about finance minister also, or prime minister also. So this is the positive side of media, that because of media we'll get to know about all these things. Otherwise we will never get to know. So in a way, as we are in the democratic country, everything is being expressed and is being informed to everybody, and that's why we get to know about this thing. So one way you can't say that it is a risk on democracy. No. And this is something a person oriented. If we have, you can say 30,000, IAS, IPS officer in our country. Out of that, if there are, 10 who are doing this or 100 who are doing this, it's likely to happen. We have to, expect. Of course, we should not take it as granted that, okay, it's fine if people are doing this. We should not take like that way, but it's likely to happen. But because of that, we should not put a question mark on our system, our political system or democratic system. So, sir, what student can do to educate themselves or spread awareness about media readers out of the school?
To think that, or I can say, opportunity for all of you. Media literacy is quite a new topic that if you will ask to educated people, they also don't know that there is something called media literacy, and they should know to differentiate, fake news or opinion or the fact-based news. Okay. So as a student, once you get to know about media literacy, first thing is educate your parents. Because nowadays, parents or those who are retired people, whoa, they are spending more time on social media and the digital tools, right? So they get influence. And what I feel is that, there are a lot of things which comes on social media related to medical, science. Now that is not authentic at all. Eat this for 10 days and you will have this change in your body. Who knows? It is not been said by any, authentic NT or FS doctor, right? So somewhere you can first influence your parents, of course, your classmates, your peers, and then in your vicinity, nearby area, you can. Plus, you can, wherever you are going, there are many NGOs, which are working in Rajkot, and you can, or to write letter to government also. Why not? You approach, collector office or commissioner office or, Rajkot municipal commissioner. You can write the letter that we are children and we would like to create awareness. give us opportunity. We would like to come to your office to create this awareness. You can visit different places also. There are several things that can be done. But if you will do, definitely it will help us to create a better society, and through better society, we will have a better country.
So, in today's world, there is new technology. The AI has come. So, the chances is many fraud will be there, right? Yes. So, what should media will do to just decrease the amount of fraud happening to the people?
Uh, See, media, when you say, there are certain recognized agency which are a part of media. Recognized agency means you can consider all the news channels, you can consider all the newspapers, you can consider all the magazines, right? Now, these are recognized. Now, the people like you and me who are doing this, okay, if you consider, if you create any video with the help of AI, of your deepfake video, in very well, and if you put on social media anywhere, and if it gets spread, okay, at that time, the role of media is that once media get to know about such things, it they should highlight it. It had happened with our South film actress, this Rasmika. One deepfake video was done of Rashmika. You see, for a few months, it had happened. But all these authentic news channels, they had highlighted very nicely that this is the original thing and this is the edited one or created using the AI. This is not right. So, because media want to maintain the trust of people or want to buy a trust of the people, media only need to play an important role to avoid such news which is not authentic. And many good news channels can't do it nowadays.
Sir, we know that media sometimes harm us. Media is sometimes very harmful to us.
Yeah.
So, sir, how can we go in a crime? Like how we can be in an outdoor, like I'm using mobile, of course, and I'm using it every day. Sometimes doing checking and that. So how can I be a criminal with that? How can I be and try?
You get cybercrime. Obviously, you may be a trap of cybercrime anytime, people, because somebody can hack your account and can use your information, whatever photos, videos you have in your phone can be used. But somewhere, being the children, when you watch certain reels or certain things which motivate you to do something which is not good. We know all the video games. It gives different level of challenges that go into that, and many children have died because of that, because of those channels, challenges that they give, do this or jump from this, some or cut your veins or anything. Below such challenges. So this is the influence of media, right? If you have a media literacy, only solution is educations. Whatever problem we have in this country or in this world, the only solution is with the education. If you have a proper education about media literacy, what is right, what is wrong for yourself, you think you will be able to, keep yourself away from it, and you will help others also to, be away from it. Second thing, we should be very much sensitized about the content that we are consuming daily, because the type of content you will consume daily, automatically your thought process, your personality, everything will become like that. If whole day you keep yourself busy in, watching crime scenes only, all right, what will happen? Automatically, this crime related thoughts will come in your mind and you never know that when you will do it. Okay. So main thing is that have a, proper education about media and make decision that what is right, what is wrong for yourself and for the society. Accordingly, you just keep yourself away from it. Yeah. Second thing, we should be very much sensitized about the content that we are consuming daily, because the type of content you will consume daily, automatically your thought process, your personality, everything will become like that. If whole day you keep yourself busy in, watching crime scenes only, all right, what will happen? Automatically, this crime related thoughts will come in your mind and you never know that when you will do it. Okay. So main thing is that have a, proper education about media and make decision that what is right, what is wrong for yourself and for the society.
We have left and we have very opportunity to get this education from the sir. So I really thank you, sir, for this education and educate us in media literacy. Thank you, sir.
I really enjoyed interaction with all of you, and I feel that all of you are thinking at this level. And I don't have any doubt that this country will be in your hands after few years, when you will be a responsible citizen and when you will have this knowledge. Of course, our country is going to be number one, and we are toward 2047, the developed nation. So the developed nation will be by all of you only. But if our youth will not be misled by the media, okay, if media will be used positively, then I think it is possible. And for the same, media literacy is one of the important concern and area that should be addressed in each and every school, and each and every children should make aware about it. Yeah? And through this interaction, I think it will help a lot to all of you, also to your the classmate also. So thank you very much for this opportunity and for this interaction.
So please listen us, share us, and subscribe to Sri Sri.